Namaskar. Today we will study about the compositions of the brick. इटाको बारेमा पढ्नेछौँ है. First of all, silica. Silica contains सिलिकाको कति हुन्छ 50 to 60%. Okay, सिलिका ब्रिकमा 50 to 60% हुन्छ. यसको फङ्सन चाहिँ it retains shape, imparts durability, prevents shrinkage, wrapping, etc. And excess of the silica makes the brick brittle and weak. Makes the brick brittle भनेको सिसा जस्तै फुट्ने हुन्छ नि, हो त्यस्तो brittle and weak. And next is alumina. Next is its alumina. Okay, next is alumina. Alumina is 20 to 30%. Alumina is 20 to 30%, and its main function is it renders the clay plastic. प्लास्टिक मिन जस्तो सेपमा पनि ल्याउन सकिने टाइपको प्रोपर्टी कसले दिन्छ, यो चाहिँ एलुमिनाले दिन्छ. एक्सेस पर्सेन्टेज अफ द एलुमिना कजेज द ब्रिक इन बर्निङ. हामीले पोल्दाखेरि क्र्याक फर्म हुने चाहिँ नि एलुमिनाको कारणले हो. एक्सेस एलुमिना भएपछि त्यो चाहिँ नि कजेज ब्रिक क्र्याक इन द बर्निङ. अनि नेक्स्ट इज लाइम हो, जसको कन्सन्ट्रेसन पर्सेन्टेज चाहिँ लेस देन 10%. इट इज रेस्पोन्सिबल टु रिड्युस श्रिङ्केज. रिड्युस श्रिङ्केज अफ द ब्रिक एन्ड एक्ट एज फ्लक्स कजिङ सिलिका टु मेल्ट. एन्ड एक्सेस अफ द lime causes the brick melt and lose its shape. Excess of the lime causes the brick to melt and lose its shape. Melt भनेको अलिक बढी नै पग्लिन्छ र त्यो इटाको जुन सेप हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ नि एज इट इज रहँदैन. That is lime. And next is alkali. Alkali, which constituent percentage composition is less than 10%. It acts as a Alkali acts as a brick to melt, warp, and quick setting. Alkali causes the alkali epresence. Epresence भनेको white त्यो सेतो जस्तो वालहरूमा त्यो ओसिलो ठाउँहरूमा सेतो देखिन्छ नि, त्यसलाई चाहिँ epresence भन्छ. And next is iron oxide. The presence of iron oxide in raw material keeps the red color in the brick. Excess of the iron oxide causes the brick dark blue, and it does not present in the form of iron pyrite. And magnesia is 1%. Is magnesia. It causes the clay to soften on slow rate, and in case the reduce the wrapping. Excess of the magnesia causes the color makes the brick yellow. Magnesia is 1%, iron oxide 7%, alkali 10%, lime 10%, alumina 20 to 30%, and silica 50 to 60%. Once again, silica 50 to 60%, alumina 20 to 30%, lime 10%, alkali 10%, iron oxide 7%, magnesia 1%. Next is classes of the brick. First class brick crushing strength is 10.5 Newton per mm square. Okay, crushing strength. Water absorption is less than 15% of its dry weight, less than 15% of its dry weight. First class brick. Okay, and second class brick crushing strength 7 Newton per mm square. Water absorption is less than 20% of its dry weight. Third class brick water absorption is less than 25% of its dry weight. And fourth class rubber bond brick. First class को 10.5%, water absorption less than 15%. Second class crossing strength 7 Newton per mm square. Water absorption is less than 20% of its dry weight. Third class को water absorption is 20% of its dry weight. Actually, compressive strength test here in the brick. Okay, the minimum number of specimen required for the compressive strength is 5. Here 5. Okay, number of specimen भनेको कतिवटा चाहिन्छ 5 वटा टेस्ट गर्नुपर्छ ब्रिकमा. हामीले कङ्क्रिटमा कम्प्रेसिभ स्ट्रेन्थको लागि कति गर्नुपर्छ, कङ्क्रिटमा कम्प्रेसिभ स्ट्रेन्थको लागि 3 पर टेन्साइलको लागि 6. The specimen of the brick immersed in the water for 24 hour. And the fog mean माथिको इटाको माथिको त्यो डिप्रेसन भागलाई frog भनिन्छ. Frog is filled with plus motor 1:3 of the brick, and it is stored under the damp jute bag for 24 hours, followed by immersion in clean water for 3 days, and the specimen is then placed between the plates of compressing testing machine. The load is then applied axially at uniform rate of 14 Newton per meter square per minute. 14 Newton per meter square per minute, and the maximum load at which specimen fail is noted and determine the compressive strength of the brick, given by maximum loaded failure upon load area of the brick. Here we have got brick. A brick is filled with the 1:3 motor. The brick is stored under jute bag 24 hours, followed by the immersion in clean water for 3 days. Specimen is placed between the plates of compression testing machine, and the load is applied axially at the uniform rate of 14 Newton per meter square per minute. 14 Newton per meter square per minute, and maximum load at which the specimen fails is noted for the determination of the compressive strength of the brick. And the compressive strength of the brick is given by compressive strength and maximum load at failure upon load area of the brick. Maximum load at failure and maximum load at failure upon load area of the brick. Keep in mind, maximum load at failure upon load area of the brick. Now, some of the points are the brick size is 230 into 150 into 57 mm, and 10 mm thick horizontal vertical mortar is preferable. Okay, 230 into 150 into 57 mm. Standard brick भनेछ. NS स्ट्यान्डर्ड भनेपछि त्यसको स्ट्यान्डर्ड अलगै हुन्छ. स्ट्यान्डर्ड ब्रिक भने 230 into 150 into 57 mm, and the vertical mortar preferred. Tolerance is 10 mm on the length, 5 mm on width, and 3 mm plus minus 3 mm on thickness. टोलरेन्स भनेको यति कम बढी भयो भने त्यसलाई स्ट्यान्डर्ड ब्रेक नै मान्न सकिन्छ भनेको टोलरेन्स. ए पर्मिसिबल इरर जस्तै टोलरेन्स. एन्ड अन द थिकनेस एक्सेप्टेड अकर्डिङ टु नेपाल बिल्डिङ कोड. दिस इज नेपाल बिल्डिङ कोड 2013. स्ट्यान्डर्ड साइज अफ द ब्रिक एज पर कोड इज एज पर इन्टरनेसनल स्ट्यान्डर्ड. International standard is 19 into 9 into 9 and 19 into 9 into 4 cm. Number of the bricks as per Nepal standard required for cubic meter machine made. Clearly लेखेको छ machine made 530. Okay, but international standard 500, machine made 530, hand made चाहिँ 560 हुने गर्छ. Handmade is 560. Here 560 handmade, and the metal plate used to close or open the flue of the kiln is known as damper. The metal plate used to close or open the flue of the kiln is known as damper. Internal size of mount is slightly 1/10 or greater than the bond for shrinkage during drying and burning. Bricks of low porosity have greater strength. Low porosity means पानी छिर्ने क्यारेक्टरिस्टिकलाई पोरोसिटी भनिन्छ. The porosity have greater strength. Compressive strength of handmade burnt brick is 30 to 150 kg per cm cube, and then machine made is 450 kg per cm cube. Handmade is 530 to 150 kg per meter, and machine made is 430. Glazing is used to make the earthenware impervious. Glazing किन गरिन्छ earthenware. 20 tons coals are required for burning of 1 lakh bricks. 20 ton is required for burning 1 lakh bricks. The amount of fuel required for burning of the brick is 0.075 to 0.1 ton. Coal for 0.1 to 0.15 ton per meter cube of wood depends upon the nature of the brick. Height of chimney is normally 30 meter. Height of chimney normally 30 mm. Brick knocking is a construction technique in which brick is used to fill up the vacancies in wooden frame. यो ब्रिक नगिङ भनेको यसरी यसरी काठ राखेर यसरी काठको यो झ्याल जस्तो बनाउने अनि यो यो बिचमा इटाको यो यस्तो बनाउनेलाई यसलाई ब्रिक नगिङ टेक्निक भनिन्छ. दिस इज द ब्रिक नगिङ टेक्निक. ओके.